I've been a long time diehard Chicago Bears fan. You know, since 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 '84. And at that time, see, I was still in high school at the time and stuff like that. And when I think of the Bears, me being born and raised here in Miami, never could warm up to the Dolphins ever. But the Chicago Bears, I gravitated to because at that time, that team had so many different personalities, such character that it rubbed off on me. Because you think of them at that time, you think of people like Jim McMahon, definitely Walter Payton. Walter Payton, the first one comes to mind. You remember Willie Gault, you remember Dennis McKinnon, Emery Moorhead, the offensive line that they had with Covert, Hilgenberg, Van Horn, Tom Thayer, and the rest of them. But it really was the defensive players that really got me. And that would start off with Dan Hampton, Richard Dent, William the Refrigerator Perry, which was the obvious choice, which this piece of trash here really exploited for his benefit. Steve McMichael, Mike Hardestein, sorry about that. Mike Singletary, which was the heart and soul of that defense. Otis Wilson, who I had the pleasure of meeting. Wilbur Marshall definitely rubbed off on me because, Florida born and bred, straight out of Titusville. Mike Richardson, Leslie Frazier at the corners, and then you had Gary Fensick and Dave Durson. Gary Fensick was basically that hard-hitting white safety, one of the white guys that hit you like a Mack truck. People talk about John Lynch, but Lynch couldn't fuck with Fensick, sorry. Although Fensick is like in his 60s now, still look good for his age. But the man who put that all together defensively, as well as offensive, as well as rubbed off on the offense, was none other than Buddy Ryan. May he rise in power. And to me, Buddy Ryan was always the coach. As far as I'm concerned with this piece of trash here, Mike Ditka, man, which I call him, I spell his last name, Mike D-I-C-K, D-I-C-K, Dick, because he could eat a dick for what I'm about to read to you here. It just so happened last night that the Bears and the Vikings played last night. Now keep in mind, I'm still man-con the NFL, so I got this early this morning. I haven't watched the football game and hasn't missed nothing, I'm glad. But all of a sudden, he decides to appear because I understand it was in Chicago in Soldier Field. So, yeah, Dicka's a mainstay there in Chicago. He's got a couple of restaurants there, which I advise no black person don't go eat there at all. Because this motherfucker racist like a motherfucker, as I explained to you. Because Dicka, I done seen him how he jacked up players. I done seen him how he talked down to players and all that. Jim McMahon definitely wasn't with that bullshit. Neither was Singletary. Ditka was also, he kept Walter Payton from scoring a touchdown in the Super Bowl, the first Super Bowl this man ever been. And his fuck ass didn't want that to happen. I mean, the great Walter Payton, tell him, piece of shit. Plain and simple. And he sits up here and, he still talks about like it's 1985. I mean, 1985, yeah, I remember a great year, high school and stuff like that for me. But the world has moved on, Ditka, who's now in his 70s. He's still trying to relive stuff from 25 years ago. And then like now all of a sudden, he after he left the Bears, he got fired from there, really. He went and coached the Saints. Remember that situation what he did to try to get Ricky Williams them, which he did. The photo shoot they did for Sports Illustrated, where he was he wearing a gown or something like that? No. Ricky Williams was wearing a wedding gown, and Mike Dicker was dressed as the groom, and he had a wig on which sported locks. And that to me, that was like some Al Jolson blackface shit. But that shot over everybody's head, but it didn't fool me. Dicker's about as racist as a son of a bitch. And then in 2014, during the uprising in Ferguson, well, 4 players from the St. Louis Rams, formerly St. Louis Rams, now they're going back to LA, came out the tunnel with their hands up, because you know they're protesting the hands up, don't shoot, in regards to that's what happened with Michael Brown before Darren Wilson murdered him. He had his hands up. This jowl-faced, gopher-looking fucker here got a nerve to say, I don't understand none of this hands up, don't shoot. I don't know what the hell that's all about. Now, Monday night, last night, he spoke out on the anthem protest. He's saying, and I quote, all of a sudden it becomes a big deal now about oppression. There's been no oppression in the last 100 years that I know of. Well, let me rebut that. Last 100 years that you don't know of, motherfucker, you weren't around for 100 years. You was only 10 years old when Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat for a cracker. Okay, during that was supposed to be before that, although we know it was black women that sat up in the front way before Rosa Parks was, but I'll explain that in another time. And you was only 29 when Martin Luther King, Dr. King, was assassinated. And then he went on Fox News, which I spell F-A-U-X news because they're fake. You know, he said like this, when you want to protest when the game is over. If you don't respect our country, then you shouldn't be in this country playing football. Go to another country and play football. I would say adios. See, the ignorance and the arrogance of this piece of trash here. Okay, protest when the game is over. Shoot, then it ain't gonna mean nothing. A protest is supposed to make you uncomfortable. You do it on the grandest stage right there, so that way to get everybody's attention. And you do it right when it's where people least expect it. And then he talk about our country. Mike Dicker, you weren't born over here. You came over here on a fucking inner tube. You sausage-nosed bastard. Okay, you came over here on an inner tube from Poland. Okay, so you and that other racist Polak, steroid-taking Bill Romanowski, you know? Shoot, this ain't even your country. But see, that's like these Caucasoids, man. You know, they ain't got no country to call their own. That's why Europe expelled their ass and have them sail over there in the Caucasus Mountains. You know, and then at the end where he say adios. So, which is like, and see to some of the people that I know Mexican, you see how this Polak, this cracker done went on ahead and he insulted you? That shows you how much he thinks about you. And let me get on to something else. Jerry Jones, you piece of trash. Jerry Jones, to me, ever since he was first introduced to me in '89 when he bought the Dallas Cowboys, has always been nothing but a racist peckerwood, Howdy Doody looking bastard. But before I get on Jerry Jones, let me see if I can, I'm gonna try to see if I can find that picture, what I was telling y'all about Mike Dicker and Ricky Williams. Y'all just give me one second. I'm gonna try to see if I can find that real. Okay, my apologies. Here's the picture I was telling y'all about. Remember this from ESPN? And you know, it was, goddamn, you know, Ricky Williams, yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, Ricky Williams had on the wedding dress and this and that. It was some real typical, stereotypical shit here. You know, I mean, and also effeminate type shit too. And here's the other part. Yeah, Mike Dicker, don't think, you know, your stereotypical ass, see, you know, you want to get out here, you showing your true racist ways back then, and then you showing it here right now again. Yeah, don't think people ain't forget about this shit. But y'all can look at that for yourself. Y'all can screenshot it and share. But now let me get on this Howdy Doody son of a bitch. Jerry Jones, I told y'all, he took that knee with the rest of his Cowboy players and all this shit when they played last Monday night against the Arizona Cardinals. I said, this shit fake, this shit some rules. And sure enough, I was right. And sure enough, I was right. You know, Jerry Jones made that announcement Sunday talking about saying that none of his players better not take a knee for the national anthem or they won't play. Typical slave master type shit. I told y'all, you know, this old ass pasty California raisin looking Howdy Doody cracker. I told y'all about with Jerry Jones, man. You know, nothing but a damn slave master. That's all he is. And none of the Cowboy players, majority of these players in the NFL are nothing but $40 million slaves, man. And Jerry Jones, motherfucker, fuck you. And that's why when I heard that they lost to the Packers, I'm glad that they need to lose a lot more of the other games too. Let's see. Now, Dez Bryant, let me ask you this. After you said that, you still gonna care nothing about the anthem or, you know, care nothing about, you know, your fellow man? You know, that was all the rules. But Shannon Sharp had already eaten him. But Jerry Jones, man, nigga, fuck you. That's why I'm glad Jimmy got the fuck away from around your ass. You know what I'm saying? Fuck him. Mike Dicker, man, all y'all can eat a dick as far as I'm concerned with that bullshit that y'all pull. You know? Yeah, and don't think nobody ain't forgot about this Mike Dicker. You know? And this is what he thinks. This is symbolically what he thinks of black people anyway. And Ricky Williams shouldn't even have gotten involved with that bullshit. For real, for real. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this shit. Fuck both of these motherfuckers, man. You know? Shit, let me know what y'all think about it. Fire away in the comment section. Y'all make sure you share, subscribe. Give a shout out once of all to Bill9263 to my brother for reaching over 700 subs. Big shout out to my brother on that. I'm a little bit over 900, so I'm closing. I'm about to close in on 1,000. So, you know, and I appreciate what my subs have done. I appreciate and I love bringing content for y'all. The other things I'm still gonna do on there, but I had to address both Mike Dicker and Jerry Jones. You know, these are two crackers right here, motherfucker. They deserve to get what's coming to them, though. White frailty, you know, is a motherfucker. But let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section. Make sure you share, subscribe, click the notification bell so y'all can get notified when new videos come up. I'm done with this. I'm done with this old broad jaw Pollock. No more talk.